Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Mecca Media Morning Show with your brother, Hiram Akeem.
Hi, I'm Ebony Hill. I am one of the members of the Black Excellence Collective. We are the ones we serve. Today we had our unconference, our quarterly meeting, and we learned about overcoming obstacles today. It was so great to hear from our good sis, Letitia Cunningham, and she gave us some very practical reminders and some wonderful, wonderful insights on how to overcome. Listen, she said, don't let anything that's in your way stop you. I'm gonna say that again. Don't let anything that's in your way stop you. And that's what we're all about moving forward and being the best we can possibly be.
Everyone, my name is Letitia Cunningham. I am originally from Akron, Ohio. Just to give you a little bit of background, Rankin, Perkins, Bookdale, but 1040. My name is Letitia Cunningham. I am a community activist. I also am a radio and television personality and have worked with some of the biggest names in the television and radio industry. Stora Avenue, back when Open Pantry was Open Pantry. But even at a young age in Akron, Ohio, at 12 years old, I was riding around in limousines here in Akron, popping out in limousines because I had a dream. I didn't want to be here. I knew that my personality was too big for Akron, Ohio. So I ventured. Well, I ran away. And I ran away to the big city. I was an original Times Square kid. I was a runaway who lived in Times Square. I would be there for a year, 6 months, whatever. And then I get tired. I call my Aunt Ann and she'd tell me, come on back home. I'd come home for a little while and then you'd look up and I'd be right back gone. But what the streets of New York taught me is survival. It's that I'm either going to sink or I'm going to swim. Now, to sink or swim, both of those things cause challenges. Because when I was sinking, I was sleeping in Port Authority, sleeping on the Greyhound buses, sleeping on the subway, sleeping on the streets, surviving on 25-cent things of popcorn and juices to get me through the day. And when I was swimming, I was dancing at 14 years old in the XXX theaters and making my monies in a way that a 14-year-old probably should not have made. But I had to make do. And I say all of that because sometimes life isn't going to be easy. Sometimes life isn't going to be what your mom prayed for you. My mom didn't want me to do that. My mom wanted me to be at home. But I chose my own lane. And the lane that I chose sometimes wasn't easy. But I ended up going back to New York, and by the grace of God, I was connected to a A-list celebrity, and for 15 years, on and off, I was with this A-list celebrity who, when he died, left me some nice money in an NDA, but it was nothing for me to be 17, 18, with thousands of dollars in my pocket. Now, mind you, I'm doing that. And what do you think I was doing? I was taking care of everybody. I was looking out for everybody. And then some of the things that I did caused me to get in some trouble. So I ended up having to get locked up. So you go through your path. You go through your obstacles. You go through your barriers. Because now at 19, I'm a felon. See, that's what people don't realize, is that at 19, I am still at 52 paying for felons that I did way back then. Because once you get that F attached to your name, they don't care that you've paid your debt to society. You will always be a felon. So I had to figure out, and I had to bump my head a few times. I had to figure things out. And I finally figured out I am my brand. I am going to I'm going to make things happen. Ain't nobody else going to make it happen for you. Sometimes you got to make it happen for yourself. And I love the church ladies over here, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Had it not been, y'all finish it, for the Lord on my side, I don't know where I would be. And that is so true. It's always good to come home. I was so enthralled when Ace asked me to come down and be his speaker for this segment. I believe in what he does for the community, and I am just honored to be a part. Because see, when I was in those houses doing the things I was doing, guess who was right there seeing everything that I was doing? He was. And he still opened up doors for me. Now, as I decided that I need to make some changes in my life, I can't be doing this, I can't be doing this. I got to turn the negatives into a positive some kind of way. So what did I do? I said, okay, I got to go to college. So I went on to college, went to Howard University. But Howard University is HBCU, and it is expensive. So guess what? I had to strip my way through college. So I would do what I had to do, pay my tuition, boom, boom, boom. The day I graduated, I didn't have any family there. Got my degree by myself. And the day that I got that, I ended up leaving, and I ended up going and getting on the radio. Went straight from there, straight to Philadelphia. Got on the radio. And from there, I met some wonderful people. And got connected. Pamela Mann, David Mann. This is when they were singing with Kirk Franklin. Started going with somebody else. And just getting connected. And then I started to see, I don't have to be this big name to go to the Grammys. Do y'all understand that you can go to the Grammys and they sell tickets to go to the Grammys? You should have never told me that. Because guess what I started doing? I started buying my ticket to get into the building. But once I was in the building, hey, how you doing? I attached myself to somebody who I knew was somebody. And when they walked through that door, guess what I did? I walked on right through with them. And sometimes you have to connect yourself to somebody. You have to network. I'm gonna tell you something. Some of your ideas, some of your businesses, they're bigger than 330. But if you do not connect yourself, if you do not get your business outside of 330, you are limiting yourself. You are limiting your dream. I don't care if it's just up to 216. I don't care if it's the 614. Because guess what? Once you get to 614, then you get to 513, then you get to 859, then you get to 502, and then you start to move. Because guess what? Your name now means something. People know who Denise. They know who you are. They know who Danielle is. But if you stay here, if you just keep your dream and your business here, you're limiting yourself. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all. So who in here has social media? Okay. How many of you all know that social media is your number one tool? It is your number one tool for you. And people don't understand. I got some marketing people in here. Y'all know, y'all can vouch. If you and your business is not in a social media platform, you are doing yourself a disservice. You have to connect yourself. I hear it all the time. I don't like that social media. Oh, I don't like Facebook. Oh, I don't like. But guess what? I get a meta check every month. I get a check from Mark Zuckerberg every single month. So when y'all be seeing my posts and my pictures and my stuff, guess what? I get paid for your engagement. So thank you very much. What you don't understand is that you have to understand what your barriers are. And then you have to learn how to maneuver around them. I understood that my barrier was the F. It was a felon. So I had to figure out, how do I get around? I got around that F because I let them see more than that F. I am not that. That's not going to define me. That chapter does not define my whole story. So guess what? I don't even check that box no more. It's over 20-something. I don't even check it. Because they'll tell you should still check it. But I'm going to tell you something. Either you're going to give me the job or you ain't going to give me the job. Either you're going to open up the door, you're not going to open up the door. Because guess what? If I hit that button, I'm Xing myself out anyway. So guess what? And that goes for our community, our African American community. That's set up. That is a setup. That little checkbox, it's a setup. It tells that person looking at you and that I can judge you for a mistake you made. So I don't even check it. I'm gonna let you know I don't. And y'all don't understand. I have gotten jobs at the State House. I have worked in Columbus in the State House as a legislative aide for State Representative Dale Mallory of the 33rd State District out of Cincinnati. Guess what? I wasn't supposed to have that job. They called me in the office and they said, "Who do you think you are? You didn't answer. You gonna fire me?" And they couldn't. You know why? Because I made myself valuable. They couldn't. They couldn't fire me. Because you make yourself valuable. You make yourself. You sell yourself. Each one of you who have a business, who have a brand, who's a community level, you sell yourself past whatever barrier. If it's finances, guess what? Y'all better be at the Black Chamber of Commerce. Y'all better be at the different places where the finance people are. Sometimes when y'all see these galas and these banquets, yeah, right over there. Yeah, but you see these galas and these banquets. Okay, spend that little $75 to go. Put your little dress on. Because guess what? Them people in that room are the same people that can open up a door for you. Some of those people that's in that room are the philanthropists that are looking on where I'm going to put my money at. Grant. You should be right where the grant writers are. You should know who the grant writers in this city are. I need to know. See, that's the thing about me. I'm nosy. So I'll walk up to you. What you do? I need to know. Okay, you give massages. Okay, cool. So guess what? Next time I give an event and I'm having a secret and silent auction, I'm gonna hit her up. Can you give me a free massage so I can put it on there? Guess what? And I will promote your business. Okay. So we're both getting something. You have to know how to barter, and you have to make sure that you understand that you are valuable. What you give is valuable. When I walk into a room, I own it from the moment I step in. And yes, he'll tell you, yes, I do. I have expensive taste, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I told you I was 12 years old. Am I lying when I was saying I was in limousines at 12? I'm not lying. I ain't gonna tell y'all in which pastors was putting me in them, but I was in them. But at the same time, when you know what your value is, when you know what you give, when you know my idea, what I'm doing is important, what I'm doing is going to feed my family, I've got to succeed. I can't fail. They can always reach me on social media, Letitia Cunningham. That's Letecia Cunningham, Cunningham, on all social media platforms.
Hey, this is Ace Epps. You gotta check us out every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on YouTube. It's The Rewind Show. The Rewind Show is a show made for working professionals. An opportunity on Wine Wednesdays to let your hair down, listen to some good music, vibe about the next good movie or some old school movie you know about, but more importantly, topics that affect you as a working professional. Check us out every Wine Wednesday, 7 o'clock for new episodes starting in May. You gotta check us out.
It's rated X. That means you're extra, extra.